So, hello students, I am Bhumika Verma, working as an assistant professor in CSE department in Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. And today I am here to tell you about digital marketing, social media and digital marketing. So, basically, before going to start, I must tell you the key points that I'm going to discuss in my lecture today is about the introduction about the digital marketing, the various types of digital marketing, the important 5 Ds that is related to digital marketing, and why it is required, what are the benefits related to digital marketing, the key objectives of digital marketing, the types of media channels we are using right away, and the various digital marketing strategies, and how to choose between a effective strategy, how to choose between these effective strategies, and lastly the application of digital marketing. So starting with, what is digital marketing? As you know, this is not a new term. This is very emerging, very innovative, very fascinating term nowadays, that is digital marketing. Digital marketing is the promotion of brands to connect with potential customer using internet and other forms of digital communication. Or you can say that it is also using all kind of information technology to create, to communicate, and to deliver the products to the customer also. So in a way, in and all, you can say that digital marketing is all about a platform that is applied so as to attract the customer to buy or sell or to purchase the things, the community, in the form of any means, with the help of any kind of digital media or digital technology, basically with the help of internet also. So this is digital marketing. Then these digital marketing term is being sometime confused with the term digital media. So plotting the difference between both the things, that is digital media is the communication that facilitates the content and the interactive services delivered by different technology or platform, that is through internet, web or mobile phone, TV and digital signals. And digital marketing is basically defined as the marketing objective. It helps in achieving the marketing objective through applying the digital media, data and technology. So the application of digital media, data and technology integrated together in the form of traditional communication to achieve the marketing objective. So this is the basic difference between digital media and digital marketing. So digital marketing is all about audiences. That means till now what I have said is all about that you are going to sell something to someone. That someone is that consumer, and that consumer is very important. So that means that audience is important to buy and sell something, because any means of thing whatever you are using, that is digital data, digital technology, but you are going to impress, you are going to facilitate all the things to the person that is known as consumer, or you can say the audience. So what important is the audience? So audience is basically required need to understand or to manage, so that we can apply a effective digital marketing. So digital marketing involves 5 kind of Ds, or we require 5 kind of Ds to apply digital marketing. Is digital device, digital platform. Digital device is all we know, that is phone, tablets and any kind of gadgets we are using. Digital platform are basically the browsers or the apps or some kinds of platforms that we are using, that is Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, etc and etc. And then is the digital media, that means the communication channels, that means how we are going to reach to the customer, how we are going to engage the audience that are available to us, that is in the form of email, in the form of messages, or you can say in the form of advertising itself. So that is digital media. Then is digital data. Digital data is the thing that we are going to deliver to the customer. That means the business collect or the audience profile that we are going to assess, that we are going to achieve, or that we are going to target, is although is known as a digital data. Then is the digital technology. So digital technology is basically the marketing technology that the business uses to create the interaction between the website and the mobile apps available here. So these are the basic 5 Ds. Then the digital marketing is all about the types of digital marketing which I am talking about is of 2 types, that is online and offline. So as the picture depicts, that the online digital marketing strategies or digital marketing is all about the website, mobile apps, search engines, social medias, email, referrals. And if I talk about offline digital marketing, is all about advertising the things on TV, on radio, on mobile phone, that is in the form of SMS, or you can say you are reaching to the customer in the form of out home delivery. So these are basically two types of digital marketing. Although offline digital marketing is less used, but still it is an effective media to achieve to some target audiences. But although online or internet digital media marketing is very effective and very popular nowadays. So these are the promoting these are technologies, these technologies are basically used, online and offline technologies are basically used for promoting the brand awareness. So next is the why we require digital marketing. That means the need of digital marketing, although this thing is not that much important, because this, as I have told you, that this is the need of the hour. So this is very important key to apply digital marketing to all of the emerging areas. But still, for the sake of some new students, I must tell you, the requirement of digital marketing is all about the global reach. That means I want to reach to every part of the country, wherever is the customer, wherever is the consumer, but I have to reach to them in all over the all over the globe. Then second is the to reach to the target audience. That means I will plot the precise targeting area and ensure that messages reaches to that particular people, right people, on the basis of their interest or their behavior. Third requirement is the cost effectiveness, because it is very cheap in respect to the traditional marketing method, because it basically attracts the people who are who want to engage into some small businesses, or they are having some limited budgets. So this will be an effective technique for them. Then fourth is the measurable result. That means it will be effective for tracking and measuring the campaign performance, etc., in the real time. Then engaging and activity. That means it is effective mode to engage the customer and make an interactivity between them, because whenever we send some kind of messages in that kind of social media, so people are going to interact with that thing and they are engaged with that thing. So this is the basic requirement for this thing. Then sixth very important point is the brand building. Brand building basically allows the brand to create a brand image across the various platforms, so that it will increase the brand sale. Seventh will be the adaptability. That means they will adjust and optimize their insight gathered from the measurable result. That means you can say whenever they analyze the data, they will optimize and adjust their requirements accordingly. Then eighth will be the competitive advantage. So this means that basically there will be a strong digital presence needed for any of the brand to reach to the customer, or to be in the market, or to be in a competition with the competitors. So they will be in the competitive edge. Next is the personalization. Personalization is basically the messaging, you will messaging and the content for different audience segments. That means you are going to target some particular audience and you will send some kind of personal messages to them, so that it will increase the relevance and the engagement between the customers. Last will be the accessibility. It will the widespread, as there is a widespread use of smartphones and internet over days. So it is making very easier for the consumer to connect with any kind of the audience, particularly from anywhere, from any time. So it is basically various kind of requirements why we require this digital marketing. Then the major objective of digital marketing. That means when I have assessed that there is a need of the hour, that I need a digital marketing, so what are the various objectives that are basically being used? So the objective is, first I have to decide that I have to reach to some kind of right audience. So my first goal will be the reaching the right audience. Then I'll engage how I can engage my audience. That means how I'm going to engage my audience. Then motivate my audience to take action according to my objective. That means if I'm a brand and I have an objective of having a purchase or sales of that much amount, so that means I will motivate that particular audience, that particular target audience, to increase my sales. So that means I'm attracting that much audience to achieve my goal. And lastly, I am maximizing my return on investment. That means I'm increasing my sale. In short, so these are the various objectives that digital marketing applies. So these for these achieving these objectives, there are various kind of strategies which are played in a market, that is called traffic generation, event promotion, branding, increasing the app downloads. Then you can say the seasonal and occasional sales. That means if I'm talking about this, that means if Amazon and Flipkart are throwing some kind of sale at the time of some festival, so this is a kind of season and occasion sale, and time to time they are offering you some kind of promotions that you will get 50% discount, you will get this much discount on purchasing this, you are the loyal customers. So this kind of seasonal occasion sales are generally done by the companies for promoting themselves. So increasing their video shows, they are applying too much videos in various of the influential channels, and some kind of product selling is there. They try to reach out to the various kind of targeted audience. They'll first decide which audience they want to target, and then they'll try how to reach to them. Then they'll try to maximize the channels so that they can interact with the people. Then after interacting with the people, some kind of queries will be there. So when the queries are there, so there will be proper they will channelize how to generate that particular call, how the call is generated. The open call is handled in various tactics, and if they want to close the call, so there is a proper particular team so that they'll handle that particular problem of the consumer. And all these things will be in a time bound manner, because all these digital marketing strategies are applied in a way so that to attract the customer, to achieve whatever the objective of my brand is required, and increasing the retail on investment also. But all these things will be done in a time bound manner. So these are the various objective and how they are being achieved in a real time situation. So these are the various promotions way. Then you can say after analyzing all these things, or after listening all these things, the thing which is important is the online presence. That means company presence should be online company presence is important. And what is this online company presence? Online company presence means that digital marketing focus the managing different forms of online company presence, such as online communication techniques that are required in the form of search engine marketing, or you can say in the form of social media marketing, or online advertisements, or partnership arrangements, or you can say the email marketing, SMS marketing, content marketing. There are various kind of online presence a company is being required to do. So different form of online medias are available nowadays. So after having kind of online digital media, so their website includes various website, blogs, email list, and social media presences. So all in all these are the owned media. So to develop a strategy to to reach and to influence the potential customer to a common place, we require some kind of media channels. So basically there are three kind of media channels, because I have already said that online company presence is important. So that means for online company presence, there is a form of online media is required. So for online media, we need some kind of online media channels also. So there are basically three types of online media channels, that is paid, owned, and earned. As the name said, the paid media is basically about the TV advertisements, and we are going to pay for that thing. That means I am going to pay for whatever I want to display on that thing. Own media channel is basically include in the company's own websites. That means the company's own blogs, company's own email list, mobile apps. So this is the own media. And earned media is basically the media that is given or generated through the public relationship, that is invested in the targeting influencers, so that to increase the brand awareness. So for this for understanding all these kind of media, there is a picture that display that all these three kind of media is having an overlapping relationship. So this is saying that paid media is about advertisement, and paid and display ads or affiliated marketing, digital signals is there. For this thing is for own media, there will be website, blog, mobile, and social presence. And for earned media, there will be like publishing, editorials, influencer outreach, word of mouth, or social network. And when they are overlapping, this becomes the automation of content into ads, this overlapping areas is about the paid placements, and this is about the conversions shared through API and social widgets. So basically, this overlap required the integration of all the campaign resources and the infrastructures through the various APIs. So then is the digital marketing strategies. Although I'm discussing these strategies by name here, I'm going to discuss these strategies in my next video in detail. So the first is the multi-channel approach. That means the omni-channel presence of any of the brand. That means if the brand wants to promote itself, that means it should be available on all the situation, everywhere and anytime. So to reach to maximum number and engaging maximum number of target audience. Then is the target advertisement. Target advertisement is again is the precise, I want to target which kind of audience. So I'll decide that I want to target this much audience. So precisely targeting about the demographics, or I am precisely targeting the various interest or behaviors of the people, or some various factors. Then I will assure that I will only target that particular area or that particular target audience. Then is the data analytics. Data analytics is basically the increasing of ROI, that means the return on investment. So basically it measures and analyzes the campaign performance, that means with the form of bar graphs, pie charts and all. So it's a data driven approach that is basically enable the marketers to influence or to make informed decisions and optimize their strategies to create some kind of better results. Then fourth will be the personalization. Is basically I am basically tailoring the individual preferences, behavior and enhancing the user experience so as to increase the engagement and the conversion rates. Next is the automation. Automation is basically about the sending some kind of automated manuals or some messages to streamline the marketing process, such as that email marketing or social media posting, or I am developing in CRM, that is customer relationship management, and saving the time and resources so that there will be consistency and effectively promotions of my brand. Then is the content marketing. This is although a very big and a very emerging term that is used nowadays. That is the content lies in the heart of digital marketing. That means whatsoever you want to display, whatsoever you want to sell, whatsoever you want to buy, because audience is the main theme that revolves all around the things about all the things revolves around the audience. So basically the content is very important. So content marketing ensures or include whatsoever I am writing should be valuable, and it should be relevant, and it should be used to attract or to engage or to retain the audience in various channels. That means it should correlate with the objective of the brand also, but it also attract the customer also. So this is all about the content marketing. Then the strategy is search engine optimization. Is basically the practice of optimization of all the digital content so that to improve the visibility and the ranking of my brand. That means search engine results should be visible in a way that my brand will be on the top of the rankings of that thing. So I am deriving organic traffic to the website and increasing the brand visibility in this way. Then is the social media marketing. That is the various media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Insta, LinkedIn are basically used to promote the product, services or engaging the customers in the way. Then is the mobile marketing. Marketing is basically some kind of usage of your smartphones and tablets or mobile so that to promote or to involve or to optimize the digital content and campaigns for customers, and it will be done in the form of some kind of apps, or you can you can create some kind of responsive web pages. So these are the various marketing strategies. Now, how to make an effective digital marketing strategies, although this is a very important procedure which I'm going to discuss in the next PPT, or you can say my next lecture. But in a brief way, I must tell you that all these strategies ensure that the alignment of the company business and the marketing strategies, which involve the adhering of engagement to the customer. So basically there will be alignment between the company business and the marketing strategy, and it should be in a way so that the customer will be engaged. Basically if marketing strategies is involved, so basically there will be a plan which will say that you will take the subscription of 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. So there will be strategies how they are engaging the customer in to making a digital marketing strategy effectively. Then is the maintaining the consistency of that target customer, that means in the form of demographics, and they're increasing the accessibility, how they are going to accessible, how to make their reach to the brand easier. So this is making a consistency of all that thing. Then determining which blend of communication method I'm going to use, that means I must use a appropriate blend of online and offline communication. Means if I want to promote myself, I cannot say that online online branding or online communication method is the only effective method. As I've told you earlier, that there are some kind of people or there are some kind of targeted audience that are not still related, or they're not available on online communication medium. So if I want to reach to them also, then I have to switch on to the offline method also. So basically I just want to say that there must be a blend of both the methods. Then establishing a value proposition that will be tailored for each channel. That means I will apply a kind of unique value proposition so that the target audience will increase, as well as the sales of the product is also increase. Then facilitating the customer journey across the various touch point. That means I must reach to the customers through various of the channels, and I must integrate different digital channels so that the customer journey will be effective, and it will guide them to purchase to purchase anything in the online mode. So that means if I am purchasing something on some brand, so if I'm purchasing, my purchase result always say that you have purchased that particular product in the history. So if you want to purchase that thing, so they will highlight my previous or my history of the purchases. So this is this will help in increasing the customer journey through various touch points. And lastly is the effectively manage of customer life cycle. That means at whichever stage the customer is, I just want to attract the customer to visit the website. My first goal will be attracting the visitor to my website, and then converting that customer into my consumer, and then retailing and fostering their growth over the time. So these are the effective strategies. This will be discussed in detail further on. Then lastly is the application. Application is where the digital marketing is applied, although this is also not a new term or not new area. Still, some areas like e-commerce, that means buying and selling of any of the product through internet. All in all, it is increasing the sale of the product as well as the country currency also. Then it's in the form of retailing. That means you are driving the customer online to drive a foot traffic so that you can engage the overall shopping experience. Then third will be the hospitality and the travel. That means you are attracting the tourists to boost the hostel booking, or you are promoting some kind of travel destinations, or you are increasing or enhancing the customer satisfaction in the form of throwing some kind of offers to them in the form of traveling. Then in case of healthcare, you are promoting or credible, you are involving the customers or consumers, or you can say the patient, to build some kind of trust and credibility to your health services. You are promoting like kind of healthcare insurance, or you are throwing some offer like you will going to have a free health checkups. So these are the various application. In terms of financial services also, you are employing the digital marketing to acquire new customer, to drive online account opening or promoting them financially products. In case of education, you are targeting the students to promote the courses or program online, increasing their enrollment in some kind of admissions or some kind of courses there. You're also engaging some kind of current students or alumni students in the form of media marketing, or through the help of email newsletter. Then in case of real estates, that you are offering them that this is a particular, if you want to purchase or sell something, so you are throwing the offer like that way also. In case of automation, you will drive vehicle sale and increase the brand awareness. In case of internet and media, you can say you are promoting tvs and tv shows, movies, musics, and all that stuff to attract the audiences and to monetize the digital platform only. And then is the last but not the least is the non-profit organization. That means you are again increasing the awareness about the social causes, and you will recruit the volunteers to advocate for a change. That means non-profit organization utilizes that digital marketing to raise some kind of funds for that thing. It may involve some kind of social media marketing also. It may involve the online donation portals also. So these are the various digital marketing strategies. And briefing up with all the things and wrapping up all the things, so in the last, I must say the benefits of digital marketing are time and effort saving. It is very flexible to use. You can easily analyze the results or performance in real time, and it is impactful because as you can able to see all the performance in the real time. That means if there are various kind of indicators available, that means if I say the word is KPI, that is key performance indicator. So if there are key performance indicator for any of the brand, so it will be very impactful for the brand to impactfully target to that particular audience that are making them a brand. That means they will influence that particular customer who are making value to their brand is. Then it is very helpful, or it is creating a benefit in the form of instant feedback, because all the consumers are being attractive online. Yeah, we are using the online media channel, so instant feedback is the very important benefit of digital marketing. And then you can say that it is also economical, because if I'm comparing it with the traditional digital marketing, it is cheaper as of the digital marketing. And it is also available, or it is also attracting the small enterprises or small business leaders, so that they can also be involved in this digital media. So these are the various benefits that are related to the digital marketing. So this is all about the content or introduction about digital marketing. So I hope you will find this suitable, and you will get some kind of information with it. Thank you.